What's going on, guys? It's me again, Hocus, back with Hocus Plays Minecraft. This is episode 4 of the series, and if you're with me for the last one, you remember we did a bit of enchanting, we did a bit of exploring, and overall we had a great time. So just to remind you guys, if you do happen to enjoy this video today, please drop a like. If you enjoy it and you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe to stay tuned to this series. And finally, any questions, comments, queries, anything that you want to say, please pop that down in the comments section below. All right, let's kick today's episode off. So we had this guy who just hopped in our boat here, so I figured that we should probably get him out of it and get him back into the base, if that's achievable. Oh, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. Come on, let's go. All right. Poor guy. He got a bit beaten up in the process there. So between episodes, we've been doing a few things and bits and pieces. I enchanted some armor. Once again, you guys are, you know everything there is to know about enchanting, so I didn't really need to do that on camera with you. We also made a few, I guess, improvements. You guys can form your own opinions on that. We added some detail to the base. You can check it out right now. Take a look. Let me know what you think. Added some different textures into the floor as well, just to change things up slightly. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still undecided on it, but you guys, as I say, can let me know what you think. And then, as for this episode, we have updated to the latest snapshot, which is Minecraft 20W19A. And I'm sure that you guys are aware that this is, in fact, a Nether snapshot. A Nether update snapshot, I should say. And that means that today we are going to be going and checking out the Nether. Now, I'm not going to make it too in-depth, and I'll make it as quick as possible because we're going to have plenty of time to check the Nether out. And I'm sure you guys have been watching tons of other videos that explore the Nether, kind of take a look at what's new and everything else there is to know about this update. So yeah, as I say, I'm not going to go too in-depth with the exploration. Mainly what I'm going for is to grab us some blaze rods, because we are going to be preparing to fight the dragon sometime soon, so I can get my hands on some elytra, because that would make things much easier for us. So, where is my flint and steel? Maybe I haven't made one yet. That's probably the likely scenario. Grab some bars. Craft it up. Perfect. Let's light the portal, and I'm hoping for a decent spawn here as well. Maybe one of the new biomes would be quite interesting. I do also want to prepare in a few other ways. I will be taking a shield with me. I feel as though that is a good decision. Switch that out with the food, just because there are some new and scary mobs in the Nether, and I don't want them to kick my butt as soon as I arrive. So let's hop through the portal and see where this takes us. Oh, is the dog going to come with us? I hope not. I'm not sure how that works. Okay. So, it looks like there are a few of the new areas around us. So this, I believe, is called a Crimson Forest. We can check that in the F3 screen here. So we're in Nether Wastes. And then if we progress this way slightly. Yeah, Crimson Forest. And this is one of the ones that I'm very intrigued by. It looks really cool, right? With the ash floating through the sky. This guy coming to kill us immediately. Thank you very much. That was a straightforward kill. I'm surprised by that. But yeah, this is awesome, right? This looks really, really darn cool. The new trees, they have an animated block texture, I believe. Yeah, look at that. That's real cool. Crimson stem, that makes crimson planks, which look something like that. Oh. Hey, those are real nice. There are going to be some pretty nice uses for those, that's for sure. And then can we strip this wood? Oh my. Okay, you guys, this just got so much better. I didn't realize you could strip the wood. That looks so cool, right? Let's compare the planks and the stripped wood together. Oh yeah, I'm really liking that. Especially if we get some nether brick on the go. It's a similar color, but just slightly darker. I'm sure that would make an awesome combination. This really does open up a lot of different combinations and color palettes and that kind of thing. All right, so we can harvest the tree leaves as well, which are nether wart blocks. They don't craft into anything by the looks of it. And then I think you can get the vines as well, maybe with some shears. But yeah, this is awesome, right? And by the way, I think the tool for these blocks is actually the hoe. So the hoe does have a bit more of a use now. I didn't craft one before coming here, but that is the correct tool to use on these blocks. Something is wrong with the dog. Is it just me or his color is really dark right now? I'm pretty sure when I tamed him, he was a lot brighter than that. So I don't know what's happened to him. But we are just at the base real quick to craft up a hoe. I'm going to take a hoe with me. And I also just wanted to grab this guy as well because we will gather some quartz. And I think there is also now a gold ore in the Nether, which I'm kind of interested in. Now, I was slightly hesitant at first to upgrade to the snapshot because I know that sometimes they can be a little bit unstable. But I think that Mojang have confirmed that they are completely done with feature updates, which means that thinking that from this point out it will just be bug fixes. So I'm hoping that they've flattened out most of the bugs already and we're in a good position, or a position at least that allows us to continue playing without any hiccups, because this early into the series it could be a little bit of a bad idea to upgrade to a snapshot, just because if something does go wrong it might result in some sort of reset or having to load a backup and then we lose a bunch of early game progress. But as I say, I just thought, why not? This is too cool to pass up. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And I thought that you guys might have wanted to see a little bit of the new Nether and also hear my thoughts on it. So I did notice that there was some quartz up here as well. I'm going to grab some of that. Although this is definitely not what we're here for. As I say, we're mainly here to begin the process towards making some Eyes of Ender, which means that we're looking for a fortress in reality. Oh, there's a new zombie pigman skin as well, by the way, if you guys hadn't seen it. They have like an ear flap now. Their skin's a little bit more 3D. They have a snout as well. If you can stay still. Stop looking at me. Oh, you guys can probably tell. They have a 3D snout as well, which is pretty cool. And I think the loincloth has stayed the same. But yeah, pretty cool looking. Looks a lot better than the old skin in my opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna try and move on here because I'm getting really sidetracked, and I don't know how far we are into this episode, but we've probably made quite a dent already and we really haven't done anything. Hey, he's back. And welcome to the Basalt Delta. Now this is another awesome looking biome. I almost forgot the word for it there, but look at these lava lakes, or lava rivers even. They oh dear, not these guys again. These guys are starting to annoy the hell out of me. They're just so rough. Oh, and here's some gold ore as well. Let's take a look at this. I haven't mined any yet. Okay, so it appears to give you nuggets, which isn't bad, I guess. I mean, if you're getting batches that big, I suppose that translates into quite a few ingots. But yeah, back to the Basalt Delta, and once again, it's kind of got the ash floating through the air, which I really love. That's really cool. Makes things a lot more interesting. There seems to be a lot of magma cubes here, so I'm guessing this is one of the biomes that they spawn more frequently in, and just overall, to be honest, I've seen a bunch more of the magma cubes around the area. So let's take a look at this. Like, what kind of blocks are we dealing with here? This is basalt. Okay, now I don't know what you can do with basalt. Can you craft this directly into anything? Okay, polished basalt. Now what does that look like? Ooh, that looks very similar to a wood texture to me, but I like it. That's pretty cool. And then we've got another block type here, which I have no idea what it is. This is blackstone. And that also translates directly into polished blackstone. Comparing the two blocks side to... Oh, okay, it does function like logs. That's maybe a reason why it looks like them. But side by side, these blocks look pretty cool. Like, look at that. Yeah, this is nice. Connected textures as well on the basalt here, and the blackstone these are both extremely usable, very usable textures. I really like both of them. That's cool. Now I don't think there are any other textures I'm missing here, just the basalt and blackstone by the looks of things. But as I say, once again, Mojang have done an insane job. I mean, look at this. It's almost like a modded biome, right? Just look at it. We finally found what we came for. More importantly, this guy right here. I need blaze rods, and he is going to give me some when I make my way down there. But this Basalt Delta biome has got me feeling like a parkour professional. I mean, some of the jumps that you have to complete to get around this place, and that's without mentioning that there are pockets of lava amongst these pillars, and just all in all, it's a death trap. It's insane. Anyway, I've got a feeling that we can make this leap, so let's check it out. Yeah, looks doable to me. Let's go. Come on. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. That I shouldn't have died. Alright guys, comment down below if I got you with that one. That was a copy world. I thought I would just play with you guys just a little bit, just to make you think I killed myself, but I didn't. We are back atop the basalt delta. And as I did mention, we look at all of these slimes just committing suicide. Well, not necessarily because they do survive the fall, but we desperately need to get down there and get some blaze rods. And I have to be honest, I really am not looking forward to the trip back, because this has been... I was going to say hell on earth, but we're in hell, aren't we? It's just been hell to get here. The terrain that we've had to cross, the enemies we've had to fight off, it's all been a little bit too much for me. So I'm going to work on getting down there, grabbing some blaze rods, and then that trip back is going to be a nightmare, and I'm dreading it. Now, this is the part that could be disastrous, because we are being attacked, for one, and for two, we've somehow got to make a leap down there. And this blaze just will not leave me alone. Fortunately, when I enchanted my armor, I did get some fire protection on it, so we should be pretty good. Okay, we've made it, and we get a terrible fortress advancement, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure how to tackle this, because we've got a few blazes. We've got this guy right here that I kind of want to just draw attention. Come on, come and get it. Oops. Alright, you. Okay, he's not going to... I've got to be careful, though. I've got to be careful. Alright, he's down. Perfect. Let's eat up, take a bit of shelter. Behind this basalt pillar, I think will be a good place. Put out some of these fires as well, because they will get me killed. Now, this is a pretty sweet little find. So we've got a blaze spawner there and one right here that I'm using just to farm some of the mobs right now. And I think these two might be close enough to have a dual blaze farm. So we should probably take the coordinates down. So far, we're on 4 blaze rods. I'm going to try and get as many as possible, because I don't want to come back here until we have elytra. This place was too difficult to get to, and it's going to be too difficult to return from. So I don't want to keep making trips without the wings. With that said... I better not forget anything. I think that blaze rods are the only thing that we need just to be able to craft those Eyes of Ender. And I'm going to use some villagers later in the episode to get the Ender Pearls. I believe that clerics sell Ender Pearls if you give them enough experience. So that's the way we're going to get around that situation. But this is probably the last of the Nether for this episode, you guys. I'm just going to finish up getting some blaze rods. And once I've got a suitable amount, I'm going to head home and we will continue on with the villager side of this episode. We've made it back to base safely, and it was actually quicker than expected. Luckily, when I left the fortress, I was on about, what would it have been? I think it was Z. I was on 0 on the Z coordinate. So it was basically just a straight line back to the portal, which was nice and straightforward. So now that we're back, let's do a quick overview of the inventory that we gained from being there. And I wanted to kind of see how many ingots we get from this. So we got 9, and of course that does include some kills on pigmen. And is it piglins? Are they the new mobs? I believe they're called piglins. So that's a combination of the ore and some mob kills, which isn't too bad, right? That didn't take us long to acquire that. We didn't really go for it. In any way. Got some quartz, which I'll pop in the corner there, a bit of extra coal, and that's pretty much it for that chest. We ended up with 12 blaze rods. I got a bit overwhelmed in the area, so I just bailed out of there because I thought I was going to die. And then we got some magma cream and then a bunch of the new blocks. Really, really like the look of the new wood. There is another wood type as well, which I didn't find. It's a blue colored wood. Warped, I believe it's called, warped wood, which looks pretty nice. But as I say, we've got some of the new block types, and we also made it back with probably enough blaze rods. So the next step in the episode is to take our boat, head over to the village, and see if we can catch one of those guys to bring back to the base. So this is how I plan to get the villager into our base. How efficient this is going to be, I don't know, probably not very efficient, but we should probably start by getting him out of the boat. Oh, a little bit easier said than done. Okay, come on, villager, off you go. Follow the path to your new home. I order you. I guess villagers don't take orders very well. Come on, that's it, keep moving. And every time he makes some progress, you can just block him off from behind so that he can't go back on himself. We should probably go ahead and take the door down as well so that he can make his way in. And I also blocked off the back corner so that he couldn't venture down into the caves. That would not have been a good time. Mr. Villager was rather compliant, actually. Maybe it was just because the cameras were on him. He didn't want to appear easy to convince, but we've got him in the base. He's safe and secure. We need to give him a few things, though. So a bed, I believe, is one of them, and a brewing stand to give him the cleric job. Now, where am I going to put this stuff? I'm figuring we just build back a little bit, like so. Pop the bed down there. And then I want him to move forward again. Come on, villager, come forward. Come to me. There you go. Stay there. Give him that. And there we go. We've got ourselves a cleric. At the moment, he's a novice, so we do need to change that. That can be achieved via trading. So let's see what he's got here. Grab our emeralds. I don't think we're going to have enough zombie flesh. Rotten flesh. Where is that stuff? Oh, okay, we will. We'll have a little bit. Hey, dude, come here. Okay, so we can complete that trade. That's a good one. So we need to level him up. I think he needs to go up roughly 3 levels to get where we need to be. So I'm buying redstone. It's not a good price, man. We're getting ripped off here, in my opinion. But we must do what has to be done. And now we give him a bit of a chance to level up. That should unlock some more trades. So 1 emerald for 1 lapis. This guy is on some crazy drugs. Okay, ores, we've got some gold. And now that we know that we can go into the nether and get this stuff pretty easily, I'm happy to trade it away. Plus that bulks up our emerald stocks as well. Now, we haven't leveled this guy to the max. I think he can go up 1 more level, but we have unlocked the Ender Pro trade. So he wants 4 emeralds at the moment. We're in good standing with him via trading a lot of items, which is cool. So I pretty much just sold a bunch of gold for emeralds. So I think we've got more emeralds than we began with. I would say so anyway. Let's grab some of these guys. And that will level him up to the final level, I believe. Let's just see what he offers at that level. Okay, this is a pretty cool trade. So nether wart for emeralds. Nether wart is pretty easy to come by once you find some. I should have grabbed some of that when we were in the nether. That's a mistake. That is a huge mistake. Anyway, we can go back. It's a massive problem. All right, 2 emeralds for a bottle of enchanting. That's okay, I guess. But really, what we're after are the ender pearls, and we can combine those with the blaze powder, the stuff, to make Eyes of Ender, and this will allow us to locate the stronghold, open the portal, and fight the dragon, which is you know, something we need to do as soon as possible in order to get those elytra wings. Well, I guess this is my punishment for being a dummy the first time round. I've had to make my way back to the fortress, this time on the hunt for something slightly different, and you guys have been watching closely up until this point. Even if you haven't been watching closely, let's be honest, you could probably determine what we're here for, and that is some nether wart. So you can find it naturally generated in these fortresses, hoping that we stumble across some sooner rather than later, because I really don't want to be here. I want to get out of here, to be honest. Looks like there may be some off in that direction. The lava is in the way, however, so we might have to mine up some blocks to get over there or choose a different route. Maybe this way would be more beneficial. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find it in just a second, though, I'm sure. Oh, it's a relief to finally have some nether wart in our inventories. And then just before we do head back to base, I figured I'd show this to you guys. So this, I'm not sure what this biome's called, actually. I don't know if we're in it just yet. Okay, Warped Forest is the name. But this is that warped wood that I was talking about. So the blue rendition of the crimson trees. Yeah, not really accessible from here, so I'm not going to go try cut any down to show you guys. We will eventually get some of that in our inventories, and I can showcase it for you. But as I say, there are many, many other videos out there on YouTube at the moment that are explaining, displaying, showcasing, exploring the new Nether update. So you guys can get it from there if you don't get it from me. Anyway, let's get back to base once again. I'm really not looking forward to this trip, but you've got to do what you got to do. Alright guys, made it back from the Nether once again, and this time with soul sand and nether warts in hand. And I will say I almost forgot the soul sand, so I did have to do a quick 180 when we got to the portal and head back into the dangerous Nether. But, you know, it wasn't as bad as having to go all the way back to that fortress. So let's get some of this down and allow it to start growing, because this stuff right here is going to allow us to make potions. And when we go into that dragon fight, we're not going to want to go into it without potions. That is something that I'm very sure of. So that's why we had to go back for the nether wart. I believe that this guy is also ready to trade again. Yep, his trades seem to have reset. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some emeralds from him. Okay, and let's take these guys, see how much. He wants 4 for an ender pearl at the moment. Not too bad, I suppose. Alright, and then we can take some of this. We're going to need 1 more blaze rod here, and I did actually grab another one whilst we were in the nether. I ended up killing 1 blaze in the fortress, which is pretty cool. Alright. Craft those, put those together to create some more Eye of Ender. And at the moment we're on 14. I mean, that'll probably be enough, but I want to go the extra distance and have around 20 once we make our way over to the stronghold. So I'm just going to keep messing around with this guy. Probably between episodes. I'm not going to make you wait till I finish that up. But just thought I'd bring you back in to indicate that we went ahead and planted some nether wart finally. We are on our way to securing a good amount of Eyes of Ender. And I'm thinking that we probably will go ahead and wrap up this episode right now. Alright guys, welcome back to episode 4 for the last time. This has been Hocus Pocus with another episode of the Hocus Plays Minecraft series. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a bunch of fun. The Nether update is gonna be awesome. I can't wait for its full release. I mean, we're pretty much playing it right now, but still, it's super fun. Makes the Nether that much more challenging. Gives exploration in the Nether a different meaning, and overall, it ramps things up, because the Nether's needed changes for a while now, but we finally got them. So all is good. If you did enjoy this episode, please be sure to drop a like down below. That would be much appreciated. If you happen to be new here and you enjoyed this episode, then please consider subscribing. That will allow you to stay tuned to this series and anything else we post to the channel. And finally, anything that you want to say, any questions, anything like that, pop those down in the comment section below and I'll be sure to respond to them. So guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend if I do end up posting this on Saturday. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.